say is that the fake news just doesn't get it today. Fake news, really tough on a guy. He may deserve some of it. His name is James Iannazzo. He's 48 years old, from Connecticut, and, well, he's in a lot of trouble because he had a major meltdown at a smoothie store. Got really, really upset. Now, I thought he was a total jerk until I found out the entire story, and sometimes people jump to conclusions. Anyway, he ordered a smoothie. Something went wrong. We'll get to that in a moment, but he's very, very angry when he comes back to the store.
Please don't yell at us.
Yeah.
Don't videotape me.
You have no room to yell at us.
I want to speak to the person who made this drink. Is that you?
No, it
We
wasn't
don't know who
me.
made it, so.
You don't know who made it?
There's 4 of us here, so we obviously don't know.
Stupid ignorant high school kids.
Okay, bye.
I want to speak to the
Bye. Okay, you can call corporate whenever you want. Goodbye.
Do you understand?
No, I don't care.
All right, it's not exactly big news at this point, just some unpleasant words at the smoothie store. Things get worse.
Give it to me right now.
What?
I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police.
I want the telephone.
Do you
I
understand?
want the telephone. Shut the
Shut up. Get out. Call corporate. Bye.
You're a
Okay, good for you. Bye.
I want the
Bye.
shut up.
You shut up. You're not going to tell me to shut up. Who are you? Who are you?
Immigrant loser.
Immigrant loser. Now, that's not a nice thing to say. Some might even say, well, look, it's a bad thing to say. Immigrant, however, by itself is not a hateful term. The loser part put together, he's making some assumptions there he shouldn't be making, and he also threw a smoothie at the person, all right? Can't do that stuff. Now he could be arrested, and he was. Anyway, wrapping this up.
What?
You.
Get the out! Get the out! Get the out! You're going to jail! You're going to jail, you racist piece of
Your son's almost in the
I'm back on Turnpike.
You see what he said about his son? His son went to the hospital. That's the backstory here. He came back to the smoothie store after his son had an allergic reaction to peanuts, started to suffocate, had to be brought to the hospital, may have died. He specifically said no peanut butter, and this is what happened. Now, you can't talk like that, although I do feel for this guy to a certain point. Now, his boss, of course, threw in the towel immediately. We immediately investigated and have taken action. This individual is no longer employed at our firm. You know, some people do have a bad day, and this cancel culture is really rough. Any opportunity, room for forgiveness, that would be nice. He's fighting for his child. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like what happened. I also don't like how he treated those girls. Hey, they're tough. They're working hard. Teenage people working. I was a teenager working. I first started working when I was 14. Not to pay the rent. I was buying video games, but still, I like kids who work. I don't like cancel culture. This guy immediately lost his job. Others who got caught on tape not being at their best, or maybe being just fine. That woman in San Francisco who thought somebody was defacing property, turned out they weren't. She lost her job in about 20 minutes after this video went viral. Somebody else saw a stranger in their building, said, "Excuse me, do you live here? What's the deal?" She got canceled and labeled a Karen. This is bad stuff. I don't like it. We should be a bit more forgiving and not so quick to take out our phone and start documenting everything. Meanwhile, there are serious real crimes happening all over the place. Like this guy, Detroit man accused of setting pregnant girlfriend on fire. And guess what? He's out on bond. I hear they set it at about $5,000. That seems pretty crazy, huh? And how about this for crazy? Carjacking is back. Carjacking was like big in the 80s and 90s. Then we had technology where it really wasn't worth their while to steal these cars. Well, somehow it is worth their while to steal these cars. They're stealing them by force, by gunpoint, dragging the people out all over the place. Take a look at these astonishing numbers. Since 2018 to now, look at these increases from New York to Chicago, Philadelphia, 576%. And this afternoon, we lost another police officer. Officer Wilbert Mora, 27 years old, died, gunshot wound to the head. He was shot on Friday, along with Officer Jason Rivera, just 22 years old. He died on Friday night, responding to that domestic disturbance. The shooter, by the way, dead also. Our elected leaders talk about this like the gun did it. It was the gun's fault. You know whose fault it was, in large part? Society's, quite frankly. Our crazy liberal culture, Democrat politicians, liberal media, and all those who sanctioned the horrendous chaos and violence and anti-cop rhetoric and actions starting in 2020, even before. Black Lives Matter, the overreaction and overcorrection to the George Floyd situation. So we have politicians claiming at this point they want to fix the situation, and fast. I don't believe them. And unfortunately, even if I did believe them, I don't think they have the ability to do it. Like this guy.
I was a transit officer when we began to drive down crime in the 1990s. I'm no stranger to this subject. I understand this from the inside and the outside. I know how to do this.
Unfortunately, no, he doesn't. He has no clue. And how about that? I know how to do this. I'm going to do it myself. His police commissioner isn't there, none of his deputy mayors. He's going to do it on his own. He had a very undistinguished record as a cop, and now he's the ultimate crime fighter. Well, his plan that he unveiled yesterday, it's 16 pages long. It probably could be 4 pages if he didn't do those tricks that we all did in college sometimes. You know, you play a game with the really big font. You stop at the end of the top of page 12 so you can jump to page 13, this kind of stuff. And as for the ideas, they are weak, they are lame, and most of them have been tried before or are actually happening right now. Let's go through it. A listening tour. Let's go on a listening tour to truly understand the challenges of past anti-crime units. Listening tour, right out of Hillary Clinton's playbook. She famously went on a listening tour of New York when she didn't live in New York and wanted to be a United States Senator. What other gems, what other wise items are in this report? A summer youth employment program. We've never, ever tried that before. How about expanding community hiring? Sounds good, but what does it mean? Business leaders creating a Crime Stoppers partnership, you know, with McGruff, the crime dog. Let's see, demanding accountability. Sounds good. What does it actually mean? And meet weekly with local leaders. This is pablum. This is nothing. Finally, yes, everybody would like more cops, more officers on patrol. How do you make that happen? When the left, they've demonized policing so much that thousands of officers in this city have retired over the past couple of years. It's going to be very hard recruiting officers in this kind of environment. So even though this is remarkably thin, the media, they were impressed. Ooh, an ambitious plan. This might actually work. No surrender. Mayor Eric Adams lays out gun violence plan. Well, let me tell you who originally broke this city. This guy, Democrat Bill de Blasio, our mayor. It is remarkable, the low-quality individuals we get for this very big job. He did so much damage. He was bad at governing, bad at politics. He'll never, fortunately, be an office holder again. But when it gets to Eric Adams, our new mayor, he took all of his ideas for this big, bold plan from de Blasio. All right? Now, I'm going to show you Eric Adams's plan unveiled yesterday and what de Blasio was talking about last spring.
We're going to involve every community, every precinct, and our state and federal partners.
This plan focuses on the 3 pieces that are crucial: our communities, our cops, and our courts.
We will start by putting more officers on patrol in key neighborhoods throughout the city,
ensuring that our cops are in the places we need them most intensely. So this is the top 100 blocks strategy.
My administration will launch an unprecedented summer youth employment, youth engagement program for summer 2022. as we know that gang violence and gun crimes spike in the summer months.
The Summer Youth Anti-Violence Employment Effort. This has been an effort to ensure that young people who are at risk get opportunities for summer youth employment, get steered in the right direction.
Our city's 5 district attorneys are critical partners in public safety efforts, and we are asking them to also consider the following actions. First, we ask that they triage gun charges to expedite the process. It would serve as a crucial step towards getting guns off our streets faster.
We're launching the Joint Force to End Gun Violence. This means all of the different elements of the justice system, a variety of city agencies working together, again, focusing on that small number of people driving violence, focusing one by one on the strategies that will stop the violence, and a particular focused effort with district attorneys to ensure that serious gun cases get the attention they deserve.
Gun violence is a public health crisis, and it is one that must be addressed at every level of government. We must see immediate action from Congress on guns.
We need the Congress to act on the issue of guns once and for all. We all see it with our eyes.
Just a bunch of words that sounded nice, that were convenient in the moment, but remarkably similar, right? Eric Adams and Bill de Blasio, what's the difference? Eric Adams is just a fresh face, better clothes, and he happens to be black, and for a lot of people, that means something. I have a hunch it didn't mean anything to those cops as they were walking down that hallway in Harlem just before they were shot. Just a hunch.